It's a clash of two crampon titans, the Grivel G12 and the Blue Ice Griffin 12. Let's see how these crampons do battle in the Rock+Run arena. Hello everyone and welcome to our comparison of the renowned Grivel G12 against the newcomer in the category, the Blue Ice Griffin 12. We'll hit things off with the Grivel G12s that need little to no introduction. These are a firm favourite among beginner and experienced mountaineers alike and would be an absolutely solid option as your first classic mountaineering crampon. They're very versatile and would be happy doing long winter walks all the way up to Scottish grade 5 winter climbing before you'd probably want something a little bit more aggressive underfoot. They come in various different variants from C1 to C2, like this pneumatic version here, to C3, so you can ensure that you get the best fitting binding for your boots. The new Evo version of the G12s actually has some improvements to help lighten the load. So the C1 variant, so the new classic version of the G12, comes in at 964 grams. The pneumatic, the C2, is just over a kilo, which is 1006 grams, and the crampomatic, which is the C3 variant, comes in at 1012 grams. The G12s feature chromoly steel throughout, which is a rust-resistant and very durable type of steel, so absolutely ideal for crampons. In terms of fitment, we tend to find the G12s cover a large range of boots because they've been out for quite a while now. They're especially good at fitting older or more traditional sole units. So for instance, a Scarpa Manta Tech or even these Zodiac Tech women's here really suit the shape of the G12. The only note we'd have would be if you have particularly narrow-heeled boots, you might find that there's a touch of space between the back of the boot heel and the metal guides that are on the back of the heel plate of the G12. But we wouldn't say this amount of room would be a deal breaker. It'd be just worth making sure that your bindings are adjusted accordingly and they fit snugly on the boot. To round off, Grivel and the G12s themselves have a legendary and long-lasting reputation of quality hardware. If you're in the market for a 12-point crampon, you'd be hard-pressed to go far wrong with a pair of G12s as your first or next mountaineering crampon.
Ah, yes. I've been expecting you, Rock+Run TV audience member. If you're enjoying the show, why not hit the like and subscribe button down below? Carry on.
So let's have a little look at the latest that Chamonix-based Blue Ice has to offer in their crampon lineup. If you're unfamiliar with Blue Ice and you're a fan of minimalist and lightweight gear, then you're in for a treat. My first experience with Blue Ice crampons was with the Harfang line, which features a which features a UHM, WPE and HTPE 40 centimeter center strap. Which is a very fancy fabric which allows them to be very lightweight and packable whilst retaining tensile strength. This innovative and ultra lightweight design flows through into their new semi-rigid crampon line, which is the Griffin 12. Blue Ice have shaved off weight where they can using a thinner 2mm chromoly steel rather than the 2.3 or 2.5mm industry standard. But they've done this without impacting the durability or the rigidity of the crampon by using clever 3D shaping to angle the steel in ways that actually make it stronger even though there's less material. Very clever. Speaking of weight, the different variants of the Griffin 12 come in at 790 grams for the C1 universal model. The standard Griffin 12 model that comes with C2 and C3 bindings are 780 grams for the C2 and 800 grams for the C3. Now that's a weight saving of 174 to 226 grams depending on the model variant. That's certainly noticeable. One of the standout features for me on the new Griffin series is the speed adjustment system. Now, I see this being a potential deal breaker against the competition. It just makes the adjustment of the length so much easier on the fly or when you're adjusting them at home that it's really worth a consideration, a true USP of the crampon. Simply extend the crampon, unlock the spring, pop your boot in, and then slide away. And then for good measure, just lock that spring again. And there you have it. Of course, depending on your boot, you might have to do some more in-depth adjustment, but it just makes that length adjustment so much easier. In terms of fit, we're yet to find a boot in our range that doesn't actually fit onto the platform, but we would certainly note that the heel plate on the back of the Griffins is a bit narrower versus the G12s. So if you're one of those people with the aforementioned narrow-heeled boots, we would certainly recommend looking at trying a pair of the Griffin 12s. They fit equilibriums beautifully. If you're not in one of those narrow-heeled boots, don't you worry, the fitment is still very good across a large range of boots. Overall, as you can tell, we're pretty impressed with the Blue Ice Griffin 12. It's reminiscent of 12-point crampons of old and is familiar, but has some great new innovations and weight savings. But what do you think? Maybe you've had a pair of G12s for years and you'll never buy anything else. Or maybe you're looking into your first pair of 12-point crampons and now you're at a bit of a fork in the road. Well, if you've got any thoughts or any questions for us, please leave them down in the comments below and we'll be sure to answer them for you. Now, don't forget, if you're heading in our direction, if you're going from down south up to Scotland, or for whatever reason you're going from Scotland down south and you want to book a boot fitting or a crampon fitting, feel free to pop in, but if you want an hour slot with one of our experts, you can book that online. I'll leave a link down in the description so you can go straight to that booking page. And if you're just doing a bit of research and you're still unsure as to what kind of crampons you'll actually need, then I'll leave our crampon guide video as a suggested video just after this. Take care.